What's up you guys? Welcome to another Python tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be teaching you about functions. So we're going to create a simple example and you're going to become a pro at using functions. So let's get started. So in order for you to create a function, all you have to do is this. All you have to type is this, DEF. And what basically this stands for is, hey Python, I'm defining a function right now. Call your functions whatever you want. I'm gonna call my function food. Food, and don't forget your parentheses and colon. And what do you want your function to do? I want my function to return, what do I want it to return? I want it to return beef. That's food. What else? Rice. What else? Water. Why not? Why not? So what I basically did is this. I created a function called food, and this function, what all this function does is return this, which is beef, rice, and water. So guys, if I call this function right now, yeah, before doing that, if I run this, it won't print anything. It's not like a normal print statement. It won't print anything. And the reason why it doesn't print anything is this. All you did is you defined the function. You did not ask it to print it. So even though you have a return value, this function won't return anything unless you call it. So if we type food and we call the function, even if you run this, it won't print anything. I'm going to show you real quick. You run this and it won't print anything. And the reason why it won't print anything, because all it did is return the value. It did not print it. So you got to ask, okay, I want to print this. So let's print it. And then once you run it again, you're going to get beef, rice, and water. So what happened here is this. You created a function called food. And then what this function does is return beef, rice, and water. Without this, if you ran this code, all it does is say, okay, you defined a function, but you didn't tell me what to do. So if you have this, it would do whatever you told it to do. So yeah, we called the function and it ran. If you didn't call the function, it won't do anything. So you guys, I wanna tell you why functions are important. So the reason why functions are important is this. Imagine if you work in a company and you have like a bunch of employees. You can't just have your work all over the place. You're gonna have like 10 employees, make sure that the database is good, another 10 employees, make sure that that everyone is getting paid on time, another employees will do other stuff. You're gonna have like bunch of stuff, and you have to have it all organized. So you, the leader of the company, can have it all in one place. So if I created a function and your other employee created another function, your other employee created another function, all you have to do is this. You, the main boss, or the leader, I like to say leader, I don't like to say boss. Boss is just too much. Lead by example is better. So create a new file named mo and do this. You don't have to do that, but I like to do it. So you, the one who's responsible for all the other functions, I'm going to do this. I'm going to teach you how to call that other function from this page, from this file, sorry. From YouTube, which is the name of this file right here. Let's delete this for now. From YouTube, import everything. This line of code means from YouTube, it means whatever YouTube has, just bring it down here. And now, if we do the same thing that we did in this file, which is, remember, print food, and if we run this, oh, sorry. So it didn't give me anything because I was running YouTube. I should make sure that I'm running Mo. Okay, you run it again. Check this out. Beef, rice, and water. So I'm going to explain this one more time, just in case you didn't get it. We created a function that returns the values beef, rice, and water. That's all what the function does. You can have a billion function right here and it would do the same thing. In another page, all we did is we imported the functions that already exist in YouTube and just stored it here. Like we brought it. We literally just brought it. So we said from YouTube import all. I know it's a weird way of importing stuff, but hey, this is how Python works. And we made sure that we're running Mo, not YouTube Mo, which is the new file that we created. And we did the same thing that you would do here. And we run it, and it gave us the same result. So I hope you guys kind of understood how functions work. And just delete this real quick. And delete this real quick. And I want to teach you something. So the exact same method would work for a bunch of stuff in Python. So a good example is this. Math library. If you want to import, if you want to do anything with math in Python, you should do this. From math import all. This means whatever math the file math have, import it in this file. The same thing that we did before. You remember the same thing that we did to YouTube. We're doing the same for math. So now if we say print the square root of 10 and we run this, oh, see, I did the same thing again. Make sure that you're running YouTube now. And run this again, and boom, this is the answer right here. The same exact thing that happened. In the file math, in the library math, there is like tons and tons of functions. And one of the functions is called square. Our function was called food. This function is called square. So what we did is we called the function square and we pass it in one argument, which is 10. You guys, if you're doing this for college or you're just doing this for life, it's always good to know that whatever is in the parentheses is called an argument. So you passed in an argument, and what happened is this argument went to this function and did the necessary steps to get this result and returned it the same way we did with beef, rice, and water. And then it returned the value and we asked it to print this. So it went there to math, did what it had to do, went back, gave us returned the value, and we asked it to print it. And we run it, boom. So all this happens and you're just not aware of it. And the reason why this is so great is, imagine if you, for everything that you want to do in Python, you must define it. That would take like forever. So Python developers thought of this like great way of like importing stuff, which is freaking awesome and legit, and I love it. I love it. All right. You guys I really get excited when I talk about these things. You guys just ask me any questions if you really don't get this, and watch the video a couple of times and I promise you'll get it. Yeah, till the next tutorial, and yeah, I'll see you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. That was weird. I just said a bunch of stuff for no reason, but hey, everything is good. I'll see you next time. Peace.